and welcome to London Transport Museum. My name is Saskia and today I'm going to be telling you the story of 4 penguins that escaped from the zoo. Now, what do you think a penguin would do if it had a whole day to explore London? That's exactly what we're going to be finding out today. But first of all, I want to teach you guys some actions so that we can do the story all together. So, to begin with, Pedro, the youngest penguin, calls over the rest of his friends. So I want us to try a penguin call. And I think it goes a little bit like this. Oh! Let's try that one all together. Oh! Very good. So we're going to do that noise when I say, gave his friends a call. Let's try that. Gave his friends a call. Oh! Very good. And next we're going to be in the park. And we're all going to go, yippee! And I want us to do that when I say, and the day had just begun. Let's try that. And the day had just begun. Yippee! Excellent. So next, one of the penguins is going to skate over some ice on her tummy. How fun would that be? So I want us all to go, whee! Okay, so we're going to do that on the line and skated over it on her tum. Let's try that. And skated over it on her tum. Whee! Very good. Next up, we're going to do some waddling. So I want us to go like this and stick our hands out like fins and go waddle, 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 waddle. And I want us to waddle like we're very brave, strong penguins. So let's try that. Waddle, 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 waddle. And we're going to do that on the line like soldiers brave and bold. Let's try that. Like soldiers brave and bold. Waddle, 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 waddle. Excellent. Very good. Next, we're going to gasp. So, when the penguins see London, they go, let's try that. And we're going to do our gasp on the line. Gasped at what they saw. Gasped at what they saw. Very good. And next, we're going to make a cuckooing sound like a pigeon. Let's try that. Cuckoo, cuckoo. And we're going to do our cuckooing when I say, making their cuckooing sound. Let's try that. Making their cuckooing sound. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Very good. Next, on the line, flipping a busker a donation, we're all going to go like this. Ching! Does anyone know what a busker is? It's someone who plays music on the streets of London. So we're going to pretend that we're throwing money into the instrument case of the busker. And we'll do it on the line, Prue flipped the busker a donation. Ching! Okay, and finally, we're going to be on the tube. And when the speaker says, mind the gap, we're all going to do our mind the gap action. Okay? As the speaker said, mind the gap. Very good. Okay, let's begin our story. On a winter's day in London town, the sun came up at the zoo. 4 young penguins woke up early, with nothing much to do. They splashed around in their pond as they did every single day. They did enjoy this way of life, but they longed for new games to play. It was Pedro who saw first the little hole in the wall. He waddled over and flapped his wings and gave his friends a call. Hoo-hoo! Psst, he said, check this out. Pat, Priya, Prue, I think it's time we had a new adventure, don't you? The 4 young penguins squeezed through the hole and soon were on the other side. Look, said Priya, there's Regent's Park. I bet they've got a slide. They waddled over to the playground having enormous fun. Down the slide and on the swings, and the day had just begun. Yippee! The park was quiet, the air was crisp, winter at its best. The penguins spotted a boating lake and Pat ran, puffing out his white chest. The lake was covered in slippery ice and glistened in the sun. So Priya took a running jump and slid over it on her tum. Whee! They spotted a crack and dived underneath the ice, grabbing fish and eating them up. Yum, yum, they taste so nice. They were tired after so much play and basked in the midday sun. But after a nice long snooze, they were ready for much more fun. Through the park's grand gates of black iron and gold, the penguins waddled wing to wing like soldiers brave and bold. Waddle, 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 waddle. Oh, it was far for them to waddle. The London pavements hurt their feet. Are we nearly there yet? Groaned Pedro. No, but we are at Baker Street. Let's catch this great big London bus, the 139, said Prue. Let's climb aboard, see where it goes. There's so much here to do. They hopped their way to the top of the deck and gasped at what they saw. Buildings as tall as the sky, buskers, shoppers, and so much more. Charing Cross, said the announcement. Let's get off here, said Pedro. Yippee, cried Priya, Trafalgar Square. Off the bus we go. They waddled carefully past the lions. They know them from the zoo. Oh, I'm so scared, said little Pedro. Don't worry, they're stone, said Prue. Pat saw a lonely robin and pointed it out to Prue. That little bird was calling out, Bud, my friend, where are you? They jumped in the icy fountains and twirled round and round. They listened to the pigeons making their cuckooing sound. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Pedro went very quiet. Oh, why do you look so glum? I've had a nice time, but I want to go home. I really miss my mum. It was getting colder and colder and felt like a winter frost. Suddenly the penguins, so far away from the zoo, felt like they were lost. They waddled their way to the underground. Don't worry, said Prue, we'll be fine. 'Cause look, there we are on that poster that says for the zoo, take the Northern Line. They waddled out of the square and saw a busker at the station. Charing Cross, Prue read the sign, flipping the musician a donation. Ching! On the escalator they all stood and suddenly went pale when Pedro squawked, Look, it's a slide. No, said Prue and grabbed him by the tail. Just hold on tightly to my wing. The announcement said, Mind the gap. It's only 7 stops to Camden Town. The penguins looked up at the map. Finally, when they made it home, they all agreed it was true. They had a great time. They liked the city, but they much preferred the zoo. Okay, so that was the end of our story. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Do you remember that robin who was looking out for his friend Bud? Well, watch out for him because he's in all of our stories. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye-bye.